So guys, Shawn Porter versus Ugas. Was this a robbery? Who won? I want to give my take, and I'm going to be as fair as I can be. This fight has got a lot of controversy to it, and I'm here to do a round by round score of the fight and an overall conclusion, and hopefully clear up this controversy. I'm giving no draws in any of the rounds to hopefully lower the risk of a draw occurring. Obviously, I can still end up with one by the end, but yeah, let's get into this. First round. Not a lot thrown from both fighters, but Porter was the busier man. Both fighters landed significant blows in the round, but I gave it to Porter due to the more consistent activities throughout the round. Even if he was hitting Ugas' guard and arms majority of the time, still thought it was better than Ugas' inactivity. 10-9 Porter. Round 2. Close round. Ugas dominated ringmanship in the first half of the round and landed great jabs, but in the second half, in my opinion, he let the round slip when he traded. Now, I do commend him on the body work. Obviously, investing in the body for the later rounds is smart, but when he did, he got caught with some very good counter right hands, which if you're not looking carefully, diminishes Ugas' body work, and it makes Porter look like he had the better exchanges with, those eye-catching right hand counters. So with that alone, it just seemed to make it look like Porter edged that round 10-9 Porter. Third round, a more entertaining round to watch. Porter stepped up the gears this round with feints and great movement, both with his feet and head, which seemed to give Ugas problems. As the round went on, you could see the speed difference with every punch Ugas threw. There was like 3 or 4 punches being thrown back. Even though he was more accurate and landing, Porter still came back, not so accurate, but still compensating with the quantity of punches. Ugas did throw a great liver shot. He did throw a great liver shot in the round, which seemed powerful and caught my eye, but it didn't seem to slow down Porter. Maybe in due time we will see in later rounds, but I believe in this round it was Porter's, just from that great movement and again the more consistent activity. 10-9 Porter. Fourth round. I call this round the adjustment round. Ugas seemed to adjust this round and was doing everything right to throw off Porter's rhythm from the last round. This round he kept it long range boxing, making Porter fall short and getting punished for it. He also didn't bother to try and catch Porter's head and invested more in the body, and this round he adjusted the defensive side to it by getting out immediately once he was done with his work, and doing that made Porter miss and really highlighting his dominance in the round. One of the easiest rounds to score, 10-9 Ugas. Round 5, the comeback. Ugas, now knowing his long-range boxing is working, he stuck with it, and for majority of this round was picking off Porter with jabs while barely getting hit back. Porter's mistake was, I believe he was trying to box on the outside with Ugas and failing at that for the most of the round, and it just made him lose it in my opinion. At the end of the round he eventually went back to what he does best, boxing at close range. But actually when he did, he ended up swinging wildly and missing, getting punished for it. Another clear-cut 10-9 round for Ugas. Round 6. For most of this round it was even. There was a lot of punches that didn't really land and a couple of duel exchanges which made the round exciting. Ugas landed 2 right hand counters that caught my attention, and Porter got the better of a dual exchange of left hooks which caught my attention as well. But with that being said, there was 2 shots that caught my attention from Ugas and only one part of the round that really caught my eye with the exchange of the left hooks from Porter. So I just edged this round to Ugas for the eye-catching right-hand counters. 10-9 Ugas. Round 7. This round was full of punches missing. Porter was failing to find his range at the beginning, so it was looking better for Ugas. But Porter kept the busyness throughout the round and Ugas didn't produce a lot, which was a shame. Coming up to the end of the round, it was even, with them both landing some shots, and I ended up edging this one to Porter just because you guessed it, more activity. 10-9 Porter. Round 8. It was a frustrating round. It was very slow. for the first half of the round. Nothing happened, a few shots here and there. The last part of the round, it picked up, with Porter being the busier guy, with less punches landed but more punches thrown, and Ugas throwing less shots but more landing. At first glance, it was too even for me to even think of who I'll give this round to. This round, 10-9 Ugas. Round 9. Porter had a great round, being very evasive and boxing on the back foot, and actually coming off better in those exchanges. Coming to the last part of the round, Porter's feints were just getting to Ugas, putting him off so much. In fact, Porter was out jabbing him at the end of the round, winning it comfortably for me. 10-9 Porter. Round 10, a nice competitive round. This round for me was a round I could give to both fighters because they were both very even and landing some really good shots. With that being said, I gave this round to Porter only because I favoured his headshots to Ugas' shots to the body. And only by that reason I gave it to Porter, because I could see it being given to Ugas for the opposite reason, or just because someone believed that Ugas did just a bit better. So yeah, in my opinion, 10-9 Porter. Round 11, a very fun round. This round started off like a cat and mouse chase, with Porter evading and Ugas marching forward trying to catch Porter. When they eventually got close enough, there were some good spurts from both fighters. Porter was a bit more wilder, which I believe is why he got caught. He was wobbled briefly by Ugas' lovely right hand counter. By the shot landing, Ugas looked to be in control and confident, lowering his hands, coming in and exchanging with no defense. It looked like a dominant performance from him. But just before the bell rang, Porter catched him with a good jab, putting Ugas off balance, making it look like he wobbled him. Even so, it wasn't enough in my opinion to take the round away from what was a convincing Ugas round. 10-9 Ugas. 12th and final round. Porter started off well, coming out with great combinations and throwing more at the beginning. As the round progressed though, Ugas was starting to rally back with some nice clean cut shots from distance and finished the round stronger to take the final round pretty convincingly, ending the round with his hands raised, thinking obviously he won the fight. Ugas 10-9. So now the match is over, we go to the scorecards and obviously we find out that Porter wins. Now I didn't actually hear because I had the volume down and the volume off, so there was no bias in my review, and there was no bias from the commentators or anything. There was no, like background noise to persuade me in any way. I did this all in silence and watched very attentively. Now with all the rounds counted up, I ended up with 6 rounds each. A draw. Even when I said I didn't want to give a draw in any of the rounds, I still ended up giving the match a draw. I can't believe I actually came out with a draw, 6 rounds each. In my opinion, if I had to give an overall assessment of the whole fight as a general, I felt like Ugas' style, his counters, his long range punching, his cleaner cut punches, especially at the later rounds where he was winning some of those rounds more convincingly, I would have said Ugas would have won the fight if I had to give it to someone, because obviously my verdict is a draw. But I can see it going to Shawn Porter for his busyness. He's also the champion. This wasn't a convincing win and it wasn't some injustice done to Ugas. It was a very close fight. So, I could see it obviously being given to Shawn Porter and it being fair. But if you haven't done enough to be the champion, then it won't come to you. You're the challenger. The champion would get favourable treatment if it was close. So it happened. He's the A side. For me, there is no problems with how the outcome was. Shawn Porter won, fair play to him. Ugas really gave him a good fight. I really liked Ugas' style. The only thing I would say was a problem for me was Ugas being really inactive. If he was putting a bit more in each round, I could see this probably going to Ugas even if Shawn Porter was the favourite fighter. I would give it more to Ugas, but because it was so close, because Shawn Porter was the more busier guy in general, and because obviously with all these combinations and the way he fights very wildly and stuff, people get excited. The judges might just tend to give those type of close rounds to Shawn Porter. If I had to say who was the better fighter, in my opinion, in that match, I would have probably said I liked Ugas better, and I thought Ugas was the better fighter. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you scored it in the comment section below, what you think of the fight. Do you think Shawn Porter deserved to keep his title? Do you think Ugas did more? Do you think Ugas is a better fighter than Shawn Porter? Do you think Shawn Porter should give Ugas a rematch? Let me know in the comment section below. Leave a like if you've liked this video. You know, sharing is caring. It's your boy Chrono ZYT, and I'm out.